nice. No. No, I don't. There we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. Do. Interesting. Oh, that's new.
Oh my god, that bleeding. What do you guys need meds? I'm a walking goddamn pharmaceutical company right now.
I'm looking for that damn key.
Yes, sir. It's a small coffer, so if you ping the small chest and it says small coffer, that's the shit we're looking for.
Dog collar.
Need one of them for the boss of the house, you know what I'm saying?
Getting my zaps. And skirt.
Small oak chest, no, what we're looking for. Small coffer.
This is interesting.
Well, this is weird.
And we got people. We got people on the other side.
Luckily, I'm live.
Ping.
Wow.
They're going up, taking height. Can I have mobs on them?
Yeah, it's kind of rough.
Oh, this guy just sat down. Yeah, not a good push. This is mob up here. We gotta kill it.
Oh, we're in there. We're in there. I'm lighting up.
There's a mob on you. You're gonna try to get it off.
I just hit someone pretty hard.
Little
I'm
sank.
taking.
Good sank.
Headshot on one
Ranger's pretty
hard.
scary. Yeah, nice, nice, nice. We want to kill that ranger. He's melee
Blinded.
wizard. He's going in, going in. Melee.
I'm on you.
Fuck him.
Oh my god.
Oh fuck! I can't help you.
Blocked, I blocked, I
I'm healing.
blocked, I
I'm healing. I'm healing.
Oh, you're low.
I healed you.
Oh my god, he doesn't give a
I'm healing.
fuck. This guy's tough. I'm pushing this ranger.
I have 0 heals.
Bird, yes, chef.
Bitch ass should die.
Where is he?
Dead now. He's dead. He's dead. Ranger dead.
Oh,
Only
no.
cleric left.
Where is everybody? I don't know where I'm
Only
at.
cleric went, but. Did he leave? The fucking centaur's on this door. I think he jumped. I think he
He
left.
probably will.
What the fuck is that?
Got another campfire for you?
The fuck is going
Hang
on?
on, big bro, real quick.
I kill anybody? I hear him. I hear the other player. He's to our
he's
right.
coming.
What the hell? Oh, he's in. What the hell? He's on my ping.
Judgment. Smite. Oh shit.
So,
Watch out, back up!
He's out, he's out, he's out.
Fireball!
Jesus,
God.
that guy was tanky, man.
Oh, that's a scab.
What's this guy?
Damn, he's cool. This guy looks cool. Okay. Of course, I don't even know how to edit this coloring thing out, so I need some help here.
What's the 20 of the EMS? Where did they go?
Yo, can you seriously, please stop.
Sue the scam.
You, just you, building your app on base 44. Describe it.
I threatened to sue the scandal-ridden police department in Regina, Saskatchewan, so they backed down and agreed to stop blocking me on Twitter. I'll read you their letter of surrender, or you can see it for yourself at twitterlawsuit.ca. But they're still making weird threats against me. I'll read that part too. See, Regina police blocked me as a passive-aggressive way to get back at me for exposing their bizarre role in promoting the Islamic call to prayer that a mosque in downtown Regina has started to do using loudspeakers that can be heard for half a mile in every direction. Weirdly, the police made the decision to approve that loudspeaker, not City Council. And then the police put out a statement threatening to arrest anyone who protests against it in the wrong way. So gross. So when the mosque had a press conference, I was there. Regina police showed up in force. It was so weird.
Do we expect someone from the police to... I was going to say, is there anyone from the police that's going to say anything? Okay, that's all I'm asking. Is someone going to be speaking here today from the police? So you want to, so they won't be here in person, or they will?
You can contact our media.
You're not being very helpful.
Okay.
I mean,
Right.
Dr. Mabenga just found something in a dead Martian's blood that shouldn't be possible. Genetic fingerprints matching species scattered across the galaxy. Species that, as far as Starfleet has ever known, evolved completely independently of one another on completely unconnected worlds. Strange New Worlds just quietly reopened one of the biggest unanswered mysteries in the entire Star Trek franchise. And it did it in a single throwaway sounding line in the middle of a much louder episode about dinosaurs and time travel. By the end of this video, you're going to understand exactly why that detail wasn't filler. It's a direct bridge to a 30-year-old piece of Star Trek canon this show has never touched before, and why the timing of it, this late in the series, might not be an accident either. What actually happened in the episode? Quick reset on the premiere, because there's a lot packed into this hour. The Enterprise gets thrown 65 million years into Earth's past, landing in the middle of an interstellar war between an advanced Martian civilization and an insect species called the Doldrum. Captain Pike is forced into an impossible decision. Stop Martian Commander Cassell from using a stolen Enterprise antimatter fuel cell to annihilate the Doldrum homeworld, or let genocide happen on his watch. He doesn't stop her. The Doldrum planet is destroyed. The blast wave shifts Mars out of its orbit, which is the show's new in-universe explanation for why Mars is a dead, barren world in the present day. A fragment of that destroyed planet eventually becomes the asteroid that wipes out the dinosaurs 65 million years later, meaning the Enterprise crew is directly, personally responsible for the extinction event that cleared the way for humanity to eventually become Earth's dominant species. That's a massive piece of retroactive canon on its own, and most of the episode's discussion has understandably centered on it. But buried in the middle of all that spectacle is a much quieter reveal, delivered almost in passing.
Excuse me, sir, how old were you when you made your first million?
What is this for?
We're trying to get advice for the younger generation.
I made my first million last year, actually.
What line of work?
Mabenga runs a genetic analysis on Cassell and the Martians and discovers similarities to multiple other known species scattered across the galaxy. The implication is clear, even if the show doesn't spell it out directly. The Martians didn't simply die out when their planet was destroyed. Some of them escaped, scattered outward, and their DNA ended up seeded across other worlds entirely. That's the detail worth slowing all the way down for, because everything else in this episode resolves itself by the credits. That one doesn't. This isn't a new question, it's an old one getting a new answer. Longtime Trek fans already know exactly what this setup resembles, because the Next Generation asked this same question decades ago and never fully closed the loop on it. TNG's mythology has always maintained that humanoid life across dozens of unconnected worlds shares suspiciously similar DNA similarities, too consistent to be coincidence, and too widespread to be explained by parallel evolution alone. The franchise's answer at the time was the progenitors, an ancient, long-vanished species that seeded humanoid genetic material across the galaxy billions of years before Kirk, Picard, or anyone else in Starfleet ever left port. Strange New Worlds just handed us a second possible answer to that exact same question, except this one isn't billions of years old, and it isn't some unseen, unnamed ancient race operating in deep prehistory. It's Mars. It's a civilization the Enterprise crew personally watched rise, fight, and get destroyed in real time, whose survivors apparently scattered their genetics across known space in a pattern that directly echoes the progenitors, mythology almost beat for beat. Here's why that matters more than it might seem to on first watch. The show didn't need to include that DNA detail at all for this episode to function. Pike's moral dilemma resolves on its own. The extinction event reveal resolves on its own. The predestination time loop resolves on its own. Every
First and foremost, I want to press for gender equality and close the salary gap. If half of the working population has more money in their pockets, that will catalyze spending, which will grow the economy, which will in turn create more jobs.
Mr. President, what do you think of that?
Oh, I agree. I think that gender equality is very important. And under my AmWorks program, there will be a provision that all AmWorks jobs, there can be no discrepancy in pay between men and women.
AmWorks jobs, though, that's the government. What about the rest of the private sector?
Well, I think we have to start by leading by example, and then we introduce legislation.
Leading by
that
example.
broadens
If America works,
No, I'm
it's
sorry.
how you
Please
lead by
let me
example.
finish my
if that
point,
is how
Ms.
you
Dunbar.
lead by example, then are we to assume that everyone should illegally raid funds that they have no right to use? Everyone should start robbing banks, holding up liquor stores?
Now, Ms. Dunbar, with all due respect, you can criticize my programs as much as you want, but to accuse me of illegal activity...
One thing you can't deny is that I am much more of an authority on the Constitution than you are, Mr. President.
Ms. Dunbar, all three of us on this stage have taken oaths of office. I would have to say that we have all defended the Constitution. You don't have some special claim on the Constitution. The Constitution belongs to everyone in this room and every citizen in the United States. But I would ask Ms. Sharp, you voted in favor of dismantling America Works. Was that because you thought it was, in fact, as Ms. Dunbar says, illegal?
I voted for dismantlement because I wanted to make sure we were prepared for the hurricane, not because I thought your reading of the Stafford Act was illegal, per se.
Honestly, you think the president had a right to do what he did?
It's an appropriations issue, not a legal one.
But what about his character? He basically walked into FEMA and said, stick 'em up and show me where the vault is.
Oh, so now I'm a bank robber. 6-gun Underwood, what they call me in South Carolina.
I'm sorry, but I do not find this funny. I say you are a hypocrite. You claim to care about the 10 million people out of work, but you will steal their disaster relief
Look, this
fund,
is an appropriations
Social
issue,
Security,
Ms. Dunbar.
and
We put
healthcare
50,000
to fund a
people to
program
work.
that causes
Heather
more damage
Dunbar
than
wants
good.
to balance the scales, to fix a broken system, and yet she sends her own kids to private school with money she never earned, but which she inherited. Now, it is easy to talk about the problems of the poor with a silver spoon in your mouth.
Am I well off? Absolutely. So was FDR when he developed the New Deal. Since when does one's income determine one's amount of empathy?
Would you send your kids to public school?
Let's keep our children out of this.
You want your kids to have a head start, to have an advantage over the kids in public school.
Lots of Americans of all ranges of income choose to send their children to private or parochial schools.
But isn't it true that you want your children to have a leg up on everyone else? Is that balancing the scales? Or is that hypocrisy? Or maybe it's that you didn't want to raise them yourself, so you sent them to boarding school.
Wow. You must really want to be president. I would never in a million years bring up your children in a debate. The way you choose to raise them is your business. Do I want the best for my kids? Yes, I do. I imagine you're the same way. I hope you are.
Well, I'm sure you're both excellent mothers, but perhaps we should get back to some of the issues
Congresswoman
at
Sharp
hand.
raised the issue of sexism earlier. Now, it is an important point, and we need to address it. Sexism is wrong. The Congresswoman is correct in saying that all aspects of it should be illegal. And then she accused me of being sexist for criticizing Claire Underwood. But wouldn't that same logic hold true for you, Ms. Sharp? Would you have come after my kids if I were a man? Aren't you trying to paint the picture that I'm a bad mother shipping my kids off to some far-flung place because you know if you can make me seem like a bad mother, then how could anyone possibly support me? That's not hardball. That is just disgusting.
Well, I have to say, I do think Ms. Dunbar has a point. I mean, speaking of hypocrisy, don't you send your own kids to private school, Congresswoman?
Well, that wasn't my point.
What was your point?
I was, my point.
Still staying up late gaming solo? With Hacko AI, get the ultimate companion for your play.
Interesting.
Well, good afternoon, everyone. It's a tremendous privilege of mine, personally and officially, to welcome the Speaker of the UK Parliament, the Right Honourable Sir Lindsay Hoyle. We've become friends over these last couple of years and have done many events together, and I'm just delighted to welcome him and his wife, Lady Hoyle, to the United States Capitol. It's his first visit here, which I'm surprised by, but we're certainly delighted to have him. In January, as part of America's semi-quincentennial celebration, I had the profound honor of visiting and addressing the Parliament in the UK. I was the first U.S. Speaker of the House ever allowed to do so, and we so enjoyed that. Speaker Hoyle graciously hosted my wife, Kelly, and me and our team, and today, here in our nation's capital, we're certainly proud to celebrate America's unique bond and the enduring friendship that we have with the British people. The United States and the United Kingdom are two of the most exceptional nations the world has ever known, and together we form the single greatest force for advancing human freedom and preserving the values of Western civilization. Speaker Hoyle and I believe wholeheartedly in that special relationship, as it is called. We'll continue to be a beacon for liberty and freedom. That's the resolve that both nations have. just as it has throughout our history. And this visit reaffirms that shared hope and commitment that we have. Finally, I'd like to address my well wishes to the newly appointed British Prime Minister, Andy Burnham, who just took office yesterday. And I'm hopeful this new government can work together with the United States to advance the shared interest and the priorities of our people. We thank you for being here, and I will yield the podium to the other speaker, Sir Lindsay Hoyle.
Thank you, Speaker Johnson. Can I say thank you to you and Kelly for the invite for myself and Catherine. And what a privilege it is to be here with you. And I've just got to start off by just saying how sad we are about the death of Lindsey Graham. I want to pass on our condolences, a man who has been inspiring us all on Ukraine. So we can only say how sorry we were with the death, and of course the death of the soldiers just recently as well. And as we all look to the tragic day that hit America, 25 years since the Twin Towers as well. So look, there's a lot that unites us. It is about uniting us together. We have had 250 years of working closely together, sometimes not as quite as good as it could have been, especially in the early days, looking back at history. But it is about that 250th anniversary. It is about what happened. It is that moment in time that we had that special relationship. As we've come to the 250th year, we now go to the next 250 years. And what I would like to see is not just about a special relationship, about a very special relationship taking us forward. But of course, it's what binds us together. It is our unity. It is our strength in belief in democracy. In a world that we see democracy shrinking at the moment, we are united to defend democracy. We are quite rightly on the same page. And of course, we are family, and that's what families are about. And we must stand together, show the strength of unity between the two great nations. Because in the end, we've got to lead and show the light to others. In a very dark world, in dangerous places, that peace is what we must strive for, but democracy must be our goal and our objective. So together we will deliver that. So,
actually,
onto the roof of the 3-story building, and then our Green Berets are on the second helicopter.
When I first started EVE, I was a minor, and I was really tired.
a Soviet defector. That's neat. Anyway, pretty patriotic about this shit. The Apprentice.
Lon.
Why didn't Lon feel the pain? I wonder why. Is her father... never mind. No. What the fuck was I gonna look up? No, actually, you know what? I'm gonna look at polls. Oh, wait a minute, what about Manitoba? Close. It's not good for lips. I want Ontario. So for Ontario this time. Man, I just really wish. Hello? It's not gonna work today? What's new for? Projection map. Or any vote. Where's West? good for a party that's in third place. I'm kind of skeptical about these guys, but whatever. Suits me. No, these don't look right. I'm due for election dates. Provincial. 5th October. I can try playing this again. I'm gonna try.
I'm gonna try.